Okay, hello YouTubers. This is Andy and I'm back with a video, and I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it. So this is basically the server I was running yesterday. I remember yesterday I had some issues with my how can I explain? I had some issues with my remote computer. So basically my Final Fantasy would give me errors when I tried to add a weapon, and that was creating some issues for me finishing my video. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and make a video on how to install your own Final Fantasy game. So this is on my remote PC, as you can see here. It's connected remotely, and this is my main computer here. My functions are here, and this is my remote desktop computer. So I'm playing, how can I explain? If you didn't see the first video, if you haven't seen it, so basically I'm connecting to my server on my remote computer, which is here. Let me make this a little bigger here. So you can see I'm connected to my own server basically, and that should pretty much sum things up as far as how I'm connected and what I'm trying to do here or accomplish. So what I'm going to do now is just basically go into how to make your own server, and this here will be in the in the video description. So just basically started from the very top here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you download all the programs listed here. Let's go to the very top. These programs here, you first want to download MySQL community server. This is pretty simple to find. You won't have any issues finding it. You want to make sure you download this, or you could download, you could download 5.6 or 5.7. Here it says not the 8.0 build. I'm going to stress this over and over again. If it sounds like I'm repeating myself, don't worry, because it's basically a reminder. Because I actually read this many times before, and I read it recently when I tried to make my own new server, and I couldn't complete it because of this here. Basically what happens, let me go back over here. So basically when you want to build this here, I'm going to explain this later. So basically when you drag files into the server or to the database, because all the information in this game will be retrieved from this database here that you're going to create. So basically it had the wrong font. The font is not supported in 8.0, if that makes any sense. So 8.0, I can't explain it. I'm not really a genius with MySQL, but that's basically what I read on the internet. The font doesn't either show up or something, I don't know, it just doesn't work. So do not download it. You're going to run into issues, you're going to stress out, and probably end up throwing your computer out of the window. That's what I almost did. Anyways, go ahead and download this. Let me just double check this link here. I haven't, yeah, so everything is here. So make sure you download this. Basically just click down your Windows version. If it's, times, was it x86, 32-bit, or the 64-bit, make sure you download the correct one. I downloaded, let me go here. So if you go here, be careful. Okay, actually this is correct. So I downloaded this one here, the 32-bit, the web installer, MSI web installer, and it worked for me. I had issues when I downloaded the complete. This one I had issues with. This one here, the MSI installer had issues on one computer, but the other computer was able to use both. But if you have any issues, just don't give up. Just go ahead and download the other one and try, because again, this one did not work on my main computer, but this one here worked perfectly, which is strange because it was the opposite on my other computer, my server computer. Okay, so that's that. Go ahead and close this out. Let's go ahead and go back or scroll down. Oh, this one, no, not that one. This one here. Let's go back. I'm going to try to make this slow as possible so that I don't speed through things. Okay, step 2. You want to download my SQL workbench. I didn't download this version here. As you can see, I'm using it's 6. So on both computers, I'm using this version here. So Workbench 6.3 CE. You can download this. So here, look for previous versions. And again, I had issues. So again, don't give up. Just listen to what I'm saying here, because I've had issues on both computers and I resolved all of them basically. So you want to make sure you go to here, choose the right one. I guess I'm using this one here, because it's 6.3 CE, right? So I'm using this one, and just go ahead and download. And what does this do? See, don't download this one. I had an issue with this one too. maybe you're lucky. If you have it, if it doesn't work, uninstall it and reinstall the earlier version of it. So go ahead and download this here. So as you can see, oh no, this is 8. This would confuse me here as well. So basically, I looked here. I was like, wow, what is this? And then it was the wrong version. So don't get mixed up. That really created stress for me as well. So let me go back. Yeah, see, it fooled the shit out of me. So basically, I kept downloading the wrong one. It wasn't working right. So let me go to look for previous versions. So click this, then click here, and it should download the correct version. Let's double check. Yeah, so don't go here. Don't try to click this and say, if you want to set it, that's fine. I actually have a login password which worked for me. So you can log in here. Or just click this. Sorry, it's a loud click. Just probably woke up my neighbors with that click. So go ahead and click this, but I'm not going to completely download it. Sorry, let me go ahead and exit this out. Where's downloading? Okay, there it is. Let me go ahead and cancel this one. I already have too many installed in my folder anyway. So basically, you're going to go ahead and do that. That's set. Okay, let's continue down here. I'm going to make sure I open a new window this time or next time. So this here, you can either download the Visual Studio Plus this here basically, or what you could do is you can. I just told myself I was going to open a new window and I didn't do it. So this didn't work for me, unfortunately. Okay, so my computer's running a bit slow here because I'm connected through this remotely. So basically, what you're going to do is download this here, or yeah. So basically, yeah, you want to download this. I downloaded the complete version of Visual Studio. After doing that, I haven't had any problems with anything. So as I explained in my other video, maybe because I made 2 videos yesterday, I'm not sure exactly what I said in the second video, because the first video I recorded and there was no fucking sound, and I recorded an hour-long video. So okay, so basically you want to download Visual Studio 2015. Go ahead and download it, install it. I just did the basic install. I didn't add any special add-ons or anything. So basically the basic install will take care of all the DLL files or runtime files that you need in order to get this server up and running. So do that, install everything, and let me go ahead and just close this. Is that right? No, yes it is right. So go ahead and close this. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, that's what I did wrong. Okay, so let's go back. I also need this window here. So go ahead and close this. And so make sure you download everything here as well. The Microsoft Net Framework 4. So as you can see, oh no, that's the wrong thing there, not that. I keep doing that. I should remove it. I did that like so many times when I was installing Windows. Okay, so let's go here. Let me go to my control panel and show you exactly what I have installed so that you're not confused. Take a screenshot or a picture of it. Programs and features. Let me go ahead and go here. So what I have installed, as you can see, I have C++, mobile development for whatever. That doesn't really matter about those, but I have all these here. So 4.5, 4.51, 4.51, and so on. Let's just scroll down. I guess the most important one would be this one, 4.6.1. 4.6. I don't know. I think this one is listed on one of the tutorials, but I downloaded this one as well. I believe I've ran into an issue. I just installed everything, so I won't have any problems in the future with any future applications. Just scrolling down, I have MySQL 2012. So as you can see, I have Visual Studio Community 2.5. So it's version 2015 with updates. Excuse me. So that's is installed, and it should install these here. As you can see, they were all installed on around the same date. If not, go ahead and install. My version of this Windows here is 32-bit. This computer is kind of old, and I built it maybe 19 years ago when I first came to Japan. Anyways, download these here so you're safe. I downloaded and installed. These you don't really need, but what's really important is this one here, MySQL Server 5.7. I highly recommend this. So Notepad++. Let me just show you how you find this. So what you want to do is just go to Google. Oh, my microphone's in the way again. So go to google.com and move my keyboard this way because it's in the way. So basically just go to google.com, and what you want to do is just type, if this thing hurries up, what is this? What the heck is this? So google.com, and what you want to do is just type in, as you can see, Notepad. Yeah, this here. It's so simple. And there you have it. Just go here, type. Sorry, I'm going into a lot of details. I know a lot of things are easy to do, but I got a lot of negative feedback from my old video. So I'm going to go in extreme details. I'm going to try my best to. Yeah, so download your version of Windows. Again, this Windows is 32. My little computer is 64. So download I downloaded this, the installer, because it will install everything for you. And that's basically it. Let me close this out of here. And after that, let's see, let's continue. I don't want to make this video too long. Why do I keep forgetting to open Purpose here, right here? Just one step back. So once you have those installed, let's continue down. Here, yeah, so MySQL Community Server 5.7. Again, do not, like I said, I would repeat myself, do not download 8.0. I did it many times by mistake, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta uninstall it and reinstall this one. And this is really easy. I just show you how to I showed you how to find that. But what you're going to need is the server. So basically, the server is what you're going to need because that's going to run your computer. As you can see here, type services, and services should pop up right over here somewhere. So this computer is extremely slow. It has more RAM to it. But this computer's been sitting in my closet for roughly how many years? Maybe 5-6 years. But anyways, let's scroll down, and services is right here. So I downloaded MySQL 7.5, and it started. It's, you know, make sure this is always started because I had issues where I couldn't connect to my own server, and it was basically just going here and hitting the damn start button. That was it. I was so pissed off. Yeah, just basically go here, start. There's a way to force it as well. I'll show you if you have any issues with that. Please let me know because sometimes it'll start and then stop. But there's a way to force start that. I can show you that in future videos. But again, I need everything in the comments so I could always get back to you on the issues. Okay, let's continue down. MySQL. I downloaded Navicat as well. Navicat is pretty easy. So Navicat Lite. Navicat Lite, basically what you want to do is just go ahead and go to Google again, as always. Navicat Lite. Pretty simple, and it's right here. Very simple. On the page, again, I'm going to go in detail. Again, it's self-explanatory, but just click that. I clicked hard to show you that I'm only clicking it once. It's nothing special. Because again, people were criticizing me for not. They went to the page and couldn't find how to download it. So I'm going to show you the exact details. What version do I have? I don't think the version matters. As long as you're able to connect to your server, you're fine. So there we go. It's downloading. I don't need it. Basic install. When you install, all the settings will be on this site here. Do not forget your password along. See here, when you also got negative feedback from this as well. So let me just go find that section here. So yeah, so MySQL, choose typical installation. The main instructions to launch MySQL instant configuration wizard. So basically, on the I already have it installed. Again, I want to run into any issues where I couldn't get it loaded again. So where I can't load my Final Fantasy again. So I'm not going to go through that tutorial. So basically, what you're going to do is just go through the basic the basic installation. And there was a choice where I could choose 3 different menus as far as what was I planning to do with this computer. And you could choose any of. There are 3 options, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, you just choose one of the options. I chose the middle option. One is like strictly a network for your computer or from your home or something. One's for business. I just chose the home one. Let me see if it mentions it here. So select developer machine. Select detail configuration. Select multifunctional database. So everything is actually right here. So if you have any issues, just come here, just check it out. But this is for, is it for Maria database? No, MySQL. So make sure you just go through everything here. The TCP/IP networking port number 3306 as usual. Enable strict mode. I don't remember this at all, but so MySQL says updated. So maybe we want to follow this one. So skip check for updates. That's what I did. I remember that. Let me see if I can find something here to show you exactly what I did. Let's see. This is my second computer. But I'm kind of worried because I already have it installed. But just to help you all out, let me go ahead and do that. So downloads. I should have a lot of crap in here. Look at this. Oh, trying everything out. I ran into an issue. Just the reason why I'm showing you these DLLs because I ran into an issue where I couldn't get my service to load, so it kept having me download these different. Or it kept saying couldn't find this DLL, so I had to re-download the DLL, and I dragged them into my Windows folder. And after that, Windows System folder. After that, everything ran fine. So if you have that issue, please let me know in the comments, and I'll try my best to guide you through it. Okay, where's it at? No, not Visual Studio. I don't need this anymore. No. I need MySQL. I want to show you exactly where. If I can get to that function. Again, I've already installed it, so I don't need to do it. Okay, see, I can run a different shit like that when I downloaded some programs. I can run a random shit, but it really pissed me off. Again, just don't get frustrated. The game isn't going anywhere. The game will be here forever. Of course, we're going to encounter some problems. It's free. Just be patient, and you'll get it working. Don't worry. I mean, I have it running on both computers. That's a blessing. So I hope this is it. Let's say community installer. I believe this is it. Okay, let's hurry up. I'm not going to edit this video because I want you to hear the frustration I'm going through as real as possible. Because again, I just installed Windows on both computers. I don't have any video editing software as of yet. I just barely got these computers both running as I wanted them to. Again, yesterday I was having an issue with adding items to my character on the connecting from my main PC. What happened? Okay. So this is okay. I can actually get here perfect. So you're gonna get this installer. I guess my installer is the web community version that I have is 5.728-0. So that's really important. So I don't want to fuck this up, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it for you guys. Yeah, this is it. So basically, I did this developer computer. There's some other options here. See, in the middle, you could choose this one too, or the top one. I chose this one. Everything's the same. Your password, whatever. Oh fuck, I don't want to fuck it up. But basically that's it. Just remember the port number is 3306 and developer computer. All this shit here, whatever this is, I don't know. Yes, no. I want to go back to that one menu. Okay, exit that. Workbench. What is this? Okay, if another thing that I did through, I must be getting tired. I'm stuttering. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. Anyways, one thing you can actually do with this, which is really useful, you can install everything from here, which is a blessing. So you click this and this here, then choose your version of Windows, 86. Oh, sorry, mine's 32-bit. Sorry. So I chose this one here, 5.7.27. Again, I recommend this here. So you can actually search this in Google. I wish I could upload this to YouTube, but there's no way to do that. But anyways, so MySQL installer web community 5.728.0. So download that from there and you can search it. You should be able to find it pretty easy. It shouldn't be that difficult. And then the reason why I recommend this one, because there was a version that I downloaded, I believe it's the newest web installer, and it kept giving me the fucking option to how can I explain it? To install 8.0 or nothing else. It was pissing me off because, again, 8.0 does not work. I said I'm going to say this over and over again. So I clicked here, and I have everything here that I need to get this shit running. So I recommend this version here. All this other shit, I don't think you need to pay attention to it. Sorry for my bad words. But yeah, it just took me a while to get that going. So basically, to install everything, you're set. And after that, let's continue. Scroll down. MySQL workbench, I showed you how to do that. Visual Studio, I have 2015 as I mentioned before, and I'm going to continue down. So Visual C++, these runtime files. So basically when you install Visual Studio 2015, it will include these files here. The redistributable runtime files will be included in that, so don't worry. This here you could download. Here it gives you the option to download this here, which is pretty simple. Just right click and install wherever you want, or not install, sorry, right click and download. But it's pretty simple. Just go here or paste this link that you just saw and just hit enter. You can hear me hitting enter only once, not twice. One time. Oh my god, this is the computer. Right here, just download it. It's pretty simple. To download the zip, and it should include all these files here. This is basically what you're downloading. And some people, they do, I believe, I haven't actually been on the site in a long time. As I mentioned, my computer was compromised by that virus. So I believe people do like send updates and fix various issues. So you always check back here. So I recommend saving it. There are many people commenting and asking a lot of questions, so you can actually join this, which I recommend. So I recommend saving that website. I had to go back there many times. So that's pretty much it. And wait for download, whatever, once that's finished.
You can ignore this. I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about this. So next, what you're going to do, MySQL workbench, again. Make sure that the port is 3306. So, are you using Navicat? So make sure everything corresponds to your MySQL, because you're going to be connecting using the same password and everything. So it says, connection new. So let me actually show you that here, how that works. So click connection. Let me show you what I had to do too. This is confusing for a couple of people as well.
So what you're going to do is you're going to let me just delete this. This is not even being used. Watch me delete the wrong fucking thing. Okay, so basically you're going to click this, MySQL, then enter, so connection name, it says to enter Darkstar. That goes here. Localhost has already been entered. Root and password. Here it says write it down. And yes, write it down. Yes, write it down, because I have fucked up many times where I had to redo everything over just because I was maybe drunk or something, into the password. And yeah. So let me just go ahead and enter a random name. Darkstar serve. I'm not going to use this. And password, just skip. So what you're going to do next, once you have that ready, so it's not going to connect, but anyways, once you have that entered, going to enter a password. Let's see. So I'm going to connect to the same database. Let's do this. So let's just go to connection properties. So if you forget to enter a password, just hit that connection properties and you'll be okay. And now it's going to connect. So that is it. Same tables and everything. So when you want to add the tables, what you're going to do, all these tables here. So basically what you're going to do, this takes time, so you can knock this out of the way now or as soon as you download this, because basically, let me just show you how this works. So you're going to add a new database, and it will add this here. I named this, as you can see, Darkstar. So I have two. In this one, I have Darkstar, and the tables are here. So basically, what you're going to do is, you don't need to. Don't screw that up. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to, once you have that new table here, it's going to be completely empty. And these are the files you're going to download from this site here. So you're going to open this, and it's going to include all these files here. Just drag, except you're not going to have the exe files. You're going to build that later. So make sure you, what you're going to do is all these files will be here. Double check and make sure everything is correct. And let me just show you that as an example here. Let me just do this because I always like to back up my stuff just in case I accidentally delete something. So new, let's just do this. Because again, I'm going to go in detail back. Oops.
back up. Okay, sometimes you go in and edit files, and I'm going to show you that in later videos, so make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to show you how to edit different armor, like the stats and stuff. Some stats have not been entered into the database, so you have to basically do that, and then you have to just restart your server, and the stats will be loaded. So some items, especially the higher level items, because they're not really going to be used on some of the private servers. So on your server, basically what you can do, I have to do this. Okay. Oh, it's taking so long. It's like so slow. Okay, so let's do this. Let's drag this over. Okay, so what I was saying earlier is that once you start editing some of the armor and equipment and stuff, you can actually equip yourself and challenge some of the higher level monsters, whatever. Yeah, but as you will see, when I make this in future videos, you will go and look at some of the armors and stats and compare the stats to the website, like one of the websites, as far as how the stats in armor, whatever, how they should be, I guess, entered, they'll be incorrect. So you can actually fix that yourself. Because you would equip some items, and then, for example, here, let me see. Wow, that's moving. It's going to take so long. Okay, let's move this down. Okay, where's it at? So this is the website you want to use. I want to explain everything later when I start adding armor and stuff, but just to give you a glimpse of what I'm talking about. Sorry, it's going super slow here. Okay, so I want that armor there. So let's do this. So Abby, it'll give me the armor here, number 2. So as you probably saw in the very first video, it would not load because of some error that I had. So what I did is I actually checked, and I forgot to drag over some of the files from my first build that I did before I reinstalled Windows. So there's some files missing. Once I entered them, it was fine. I can actually add. So basically, you just do this number here. And there's some other sites too. You can compare all these stats here, as you can see. And then, so let's see, defense 35, HP 42, strength 9, vitality 9, and so on. I don't have too much time to do that. So let's go back over here to my game. Oh, it's already open. No, it's open here. Oh, son of a bitch. So it closed. Okay, let me go back there. No problem. So as you can see, the windowers, this is what it looks like. I'll show you the example later on how to connect to your server. So one is connect. The name is Mike Jones. Because the reason why, when I first made my very first server, I believe there was a movie or something on YouTube. Someone was playing Mike Jones. I think it was like a street racing video, and I was thinking, what name do I use as a login? And Mike Jones popped up immediately. Oh shit! Ah, so my character just crashed. It's gonna take some time for it to log out. Okay, I'll give it some time. You know, I was just there and it freaking crashed. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's go back over here and see what happened. Oh, the server's up and running. I don't know what's going on. Just wait for it to kind of... So it gives it time. Yeah, I logged out here. It's pretty crazy, all the stats. Okay, so something happened here. Okay, I don't know what happened, but whatever. Let's, because I did something here. Probably that. I don't know. Anyways, that's why I said don't really mess around with the database, because you'll screw something up and it's gonna freak you out. Not freak you out, but just piss you off like super super pissed off. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let me go back to. But I don't remember being able to do any live editing like on the spot. I believe that's just an error. Let me go back to my computer, and because I want to show you exactly what I'm referring to as far as. Anyways, we'll get back to that. That's not really important. Actually, this is done now. Anyways, so no wall. What the fuck is taking so long? Okay, so let's just get to the next step. So once that finishes installing or moving over, installing. Sorry, I'm gonna scroll down. So again, just make sure everything's matched here. Matched here. Matched here. Just follow the steps, exactly what I did. So configure the IP zone for the map server. This is really confusing for some people. I'm going to say the stock or the factory setting will be this, but here, I can't see pretty well here. So it says if the server will be public, then use your external IP address in the next step. Looks really random like this, 173, 194, and so on. So the one I used was this one here, my internal IP address. So it says if the server will be internal, and you'll be available on PCs in your network, whatever. Just read that, and this is one I entered here. If you want to play on your own computer with no external server, just use the IP address here. But this is the IP address you're going to use when you want people to connect to your server from external places, whatever. So that's important. Make sure you follow those steps and update zone settings, set zone IP. This is really important too. So basically it's moved over finally. Okay, so basically here LAN config, that's for the that it was mentioned just a bit above there. So yeah, you want to make sure you change this. If you're going to have the internal IP address, change these here to your internal IP address. And the way to do that, just go here. Oh no. Just type. Oops. So this you can use. I want to use this one here. This one I've been connecting to right here. This is my internal IP address. So go ahead and use that, and you will be set. Just enter that here and here. Again, make sure you back up everything. So if you have any issues, you can always go back. Okay, that's done. And the second one is here, log in. So this is the LAN config. What the fuck did I just do? So go down, and it's going to enter it here as well, because these are the ports you want to open. But the ports here, this is only for the ports that you, you're going to open these ports only if you want to play on another server, or sorry, if you want people to connect to your server. You're either going to enter your external IP address or your internal IP address, or just leave it blank because you'll be able to connect no matter what, because basically you're going to use this here anyway if you don't plan to have other people connect to your server. The map server, this is really important too. Again, this is the port you want to open in the future, and this is the, so for the SQL parameters, don't change this. Make sure it's this. Even if you have people connecting from your external, people connecting from external sources, just keep that the same. I believe on mine, I went all the way to the bottom. I changed this because of the port being open. I changed this to my internal IP. No, maybe external, because this is going to be coming from outside. Yes, because the reason I'm going to show you this, the reason why, because every time a person changes zones or goes to a different map, a different area, it's basically loading from this. It's loading from your SQL or from the database, and my eyes getting blurry here. So zone settings, I believe it's this. Yes, your IP address will be entered here. So this is my internal server IP address, all the way down. And the trick is basically just copy and then hold V here, and then oh shit, I fucked it up. So just scroll down with the mouse. It's kind of a trick that I learned, and it works really well. Instead of entering or copy and pasting the entire thing, but right there. What did I do? Okay, there it is right there. Sorry if the video takes long. I know I'm not doing any editing right now. Again, I don't have any editing software at the moment. I do apologize for that. Let's close that so I don't make any more mistakes. Okay, so that's pretty much set. Excuse me. Like freezing cold here. I'm getting sick. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then once you have Visual Studio installed, what you want to do is just go to the file that I showed you before. After you drag all the files over, you're going to edit these. Again, follow the steps. That's what I did. And you won't have any issues. Don't need to save that. Before that, sorry. This is really important. You don't have to do it. You can do it before, after, doesn't matter, or while it's building. But it shouldn't take that long to build. So basically, you want to go to this file here. And see, basically, this is where you're going to find all the files you want to drag over to your database. So again, I use Navicat. Navicat is really simple because if you're an expert with MySQL, maybe you can somehow drag all these over without doing the moving over individually, which I couldn't do. So I'm connected to my server again, and again, this is going to be empty. They're tables. Click tables. Excuse me. And you want to drag these over here. I'm going to show you this live, or I'm going to show you this video because. Make sure you choose this one here. So 65001 UTF-8. You want to make sure you choose that encoding because what happened, I chose something because there's a shitload here. So what happened with MySQL 8.0, it chose something completely different and the server did not work. It was frustrating the hell out of me. So make sure you choose this one and just hit start and you're finished. That's it. It's very simple. And I believe there are 94 in here if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I hit that number right. Oh, fucking perfect. Okay, so you should have 94 once you're finished. If not, make sure you double check which one you missed. They should all be here. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to do anything else. If you do make any changes, make sure you restart the server. You have to just close both of these basically. Hey, did my server close? Oh, this is my. Yeah. So basically, you want to make sure that you close the server and restart it, and for any changes to take effect. So for example, you want to change your character to the GM. Basically, you're going to go here, characters. I'm going to delete this one. It's not working actually. Where's delete? There we go. Okay, so basically what you want to do, so move all the way, scroll this all the way over, and then you're going to hit mentor, whatever, GM. I put level 4. I'll explain this later. I don't really understand it either, but it is on the Dark Star website or the setup. I can't explain it. I'm not like the expert at it or anything, but basically it's here, the GM commands. So you have to basically, in order to use these commands here, you have to first make my character a GM, and we can actually see it here. Yeah, so go here, the characters as I showed you. So set GM level 4. I don't understand that, and oh, actually it's right here. So while it's in players to have some commands, but not GM tier commands. Okay, so it's actually explained here. Okay, so 0 to 5. Okay, so just check here if you want to go. If you want to find out more details, I don't really care. I'm already the GM anyway. And the different commands are here. There's zone ID. Some zone IDs do not work, but there's some tricks. I'm going to show you later in some future videos. So hit that subscribe button so you will be notified. And yeah, to add items, I'm going to show you this in a second here. Once you get my server reloaded, and everything is here. It's pretty simple. You can add all spells. You would get every single spell, the spell's ID. If you want to add individual spells, animation ID, there's a trick you can actually like find cutscenes, because I'm going to get to that later video because it's kind of hard to explain. Some cutscenes are not in the game, especially some areas that had not been worked on by the Dark Star, whoever developed this the private server. Whoever developed the private server. They didn't get to the later parts of the game, which, still appreciative because I can play some of the stages that I missed when I played on retail. So anyways, let's just continue past this. I'm talking too much. So that's pretty much it. You want to build. So in this file, on this folder here, where did it go? Okay, this is my backup here. So just go into this folder here. Once you drag all the files from the SQL folder over into your Navicat, you can just click this here. It will load the Visual Studio and just build. Actually, this computer, I didn't need to install it because I had the files already on this computer. So, but I'm getting some error I had before, but again, I just went on the internet and found it. If you get this error, I will find it for you. Just please leave a comment in the comment section. This is going to take a long time. Oh my god, everything takes so long. Okay, so I'm going to skip this part. So basically, once this loads, I'll give you the tutorial. And that's pretty much it. Again, map server settings. This is here for you. Server search settings. Search server, let me explain this here. So this map server is basically you connecting to different maps, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, login is just logging into the game itself. This one here. So this is like when you enter your password. When a player enters their name, username, and password, they're able to log into the server. And this is the actual server here, which connects to MySQL, whatever. Again, map server settings. It all matches. Everything is the same here as well. So search server settings. So search server is basically when you want to go to the auction house, because if you don't have it open, the auction house won't open as well. Or if we're to search for players and so on. So this needs to be started. These are ports you want to open. To open the ports is pretty simple. Just go to your... Again, this is only if you want people from external to connect to your server. Or internal IP address, I believe. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I believe you have to open the ports. Pretty simple. So Firewall, what I did is just... Maybe on Windows 10, it's pretty simple to just, check on the internet on how to do that. This is my second computer, so it doesn't have to be like super strict as far as the ports or whatnot, the settings here and whatnot, because there's nothing on this computer anyway. Okay, let's up here. Let's see. Sorry for my voice. I'm getting pretty tired. It's getting pretty late. I didn't sleep much last night for making that video. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Even that error, but basically, you're just gonna go ahead and once everything is loaded. Okay, I just lost my other spot there. Let's see. Here. I wonder why this computer's going so slow. It's like driving me nuts. Oh, because Visual Studio is taking up all the memory. I only have like 2 gigs of memory in this computer. I need to finally update the memory or put more memory in there. Yeah, so this is going to load here. Everything will load for you. So I've gotten this error before here. No, hasn't even loaded yet. Okay, here it is here. So inbound. Damn, it's so slow. Fudge. It'll drive a person nuts, especially when you're drinking. Okay, so the inbound rule is you want to add a new rule and just add, yeah, so like this. So if you add a new rule, this is Windows 7. So port 3306 is open. The way to open the ports, it will give you the tutorial on that side to show you the DocStar tutorial. So basically, just click this. This is Windows 7. And so TCP, you're going to enter it here. See, make sure you just enter these individually. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once you have those set, am I seeing this correctly? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there are 5, but 4 for TCP/IP. Then next, you're gonna enter this one. So just it's pretty simple. Just go next like this. Let me show you that on this video. I know this is the right one, but that's it. Pretty much allow connection. Next. And that's it. I named it like this. That's it. So simple. So that, again, this will allow people to connect from external sources, whether I believe it's within your network to connect to your computer,
or if you want your friends to play from, you know, from like his house or her house or something. That's it. That's pretty much it. Everything should be set up. If you have any issues with your the game not loading, always go to services again and check. I mentioned this earlier. I showed the tutorial earlier. Go here, services, and make sure this is started, or it won't connect. It won't even connect to your Navicat or your MySQL. So that's when you know you have an issue with the server part. Make sure that's running. And that's pretty much it. So here, when you have this installed, what you're going to do is basically just go here. You can either go here and open. Oh my God, this is so slow. Okay, so you want to go here, open. You can open project. It's going and go to your project folder. I'm losing my files. Okay, so here, this one here, or you can just double click from here. After that, you want to build. Not that, I can't see. My vision's like blurring out here. My eyes are dry. Anyways, you want to build after that. So build. It's not giving me the option to build. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, you get the point. It should be here somewhere. File. Okay, start debugging, whatever. Let's see, team tools. Anyways, the option will be here somewhere. And this build, you will get, if it's successful, you will get the, where'd it go here? You will get this. This is the exact results that I got on my other computer. Because again, I'm not really trying to install everything on this secondary computer, because I'm not going to play the game on this computer because it's too old and slow. I'm just using it as a server. So you should get this here. And then boom, you're set to go. And that's pretty much it. After that, you should be able to run your own server. If you have any issues, they will pop up here. So once you start to load, if you have any issues, for example, you click run and nothing happens, it means that most likely you made a mistake somewhere. And if you have any issues where it won't load, for example, it will open and close very quickly, what you want to do is this. So you double click this. So I have command here. And well, basically what you're going to do is you open the command and you type it here because it won't close. You'll see the error without this window here closing. Because if not, you're just going to double click and it'll keep closing. So this is pretty simple. Just type CMD, copy, and just paste it over here. That's it. Just paste, and you'll have it here. So click and open this file here, and it'll show any errors that you have, so that you can take record of it and enter that in the comments so I can help you out. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and close this computer or this remote computer down, and let's go to my normal computer. Why does it keep popping? I should remove that. Okay, let's connect. Let's see this. Please don't have any issues. I keep having issues with this damn computer. Sorry, the music may be loud. I do apologize for that. Okay, I hope this will connect. Please connect. I'm crossing my fingers. Connect, please. Don't give me any issues. Come on. Perfect. So there's proof that this game actually works. There we go. So if I wanted to, not really, but if I want to, I can actually log in. I don't have Final Fantasy installed on my remote computer, but I'm actually going to do that in a video. So again, please subscribe because I want to show you the steps on how to get that running. Not that. What the heck is this? Let's close that and go back to this here. Okay, so as I mentioned before, let's go ahead and I thought there was a part or like a second one of this one that I use. Okay, so let's open this and
let me show you how to add armor. Actually, I don't want that one. Let me go down here. This one. So this is once you've enabled the GM settings on the character, and so basically everything you have to type this. Before it was at. I don't know why, but perfect. Yeah, yesterday it wouldn't work. You probably see my other video. So this is what I was talking about. I believe this actually works with no issues, but once you get to the third and fourth one, which I've actually found, there we go. So all the stats loaded correctly. See, 6 strength, mind, attack. Let's see, let's take it off. So 228. Let's see. Yeah, it actually does work. But let me show you where what I was referring to earlier. Let's see if I can find that actually. Let's go here. This is going to be very difficult doing this. Weapon. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've actually done this. So I have to kind of relearn it. I made like my own commands and stuff as far as like going to different zones and stuff. Let's see. Item. Maybe this one. So many different items in this game. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I believe this is it. This is weapon. Not the weapon. We need the armor. Here. Okay, this is it. So let's find this. This is number 10667, right? 106. I believe the mod ID is the... Damn, it's been such a long time. I believe that is the actual, like, the texture or whatever, or the graphics for the armor. I believe it's been so long I forgot. So some armor you'll load and nothing will show up. You have to basically go in here and just find something similar. Forget the number already. 106.66. This isn't it. What the heck? Okay, maybe that's probably not it. So basically, anyways, you get the point. So just make sure everything is. But let me see if I can just very quickly find that, because I remember I stumbled across it. I was wondering what was in all these different files here. And there's actually another thing. Just to kind of, or just quickly explain it. So basically, you're going to go into one of these files here, and some monsters will be like too weak. You can actually make them stronger by changing their levels. And they'll become, you know, incredibly tough even at level 99. Let's see here. I'm sorry, guys. But the basic part is already finished, so I should just come back to this and show you that in the future. But I'm sure my old games on my old server actually had level 4, but it wouldn't show up at first. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. Let me turn that game down too. I'll do that after. Okay. Anyways, let me just get back to looking for this so I can see if it actually works. But this actually should pop up somewhere. I thought it would at least give me the third one. Let's see. It doesn't make any sense, so it's not here actually. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay, so it doesn't show up actually. Wow. I forgot where I found those things at, but man, it could be some different armor as well, but who cares? Let's get back to the game. Oh no, it's gonna crash. No, don't fuck it up. Fuck again. Son of a bitch. Anyways, guys, you got the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video because it is getting pretty late. But I will set up Final Fantasy tomorrow and show you exactly what you need to do in order to install Final Fantasy, because again, it could be a bit tricky and very frustrating to where, again, you want to throw your computer out of the window or just grab a bat and beat the shit out of it because of all the errors that you may or may not encounter. So that's it. We're going to go ahead and stop this video, and if I do have some time, I will make another video in the morning to show you how to set up your Final Fantasy game. Take care, hit the subscribe button, and we will get back to you. Thank you.